PD Mano Raju says his office is overwhelmed with cases and has
some public defenders who had sued the state saying that they were being forced to take on too many clients.
Oklahoma public defenders are some of the most overworked in the country.
When a public defense attorney has too many cases, they can't provide every client with competent and diligent representation. But every one of those people is entitled to the effective assistance of counsel as promised by the Sixth Amendment. This is a constitutional crisis.
It took me, unfortunately, years to realize, if you've got over 100 felonies, nobody can provide, ethical, effective assistance. If you're intellectually honest, right, you know that, we're being ineffective. Okay, so you know that in your court.
You have the attorney that is going to give it their all. They're going to work around the clock. They're going to get 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night. They're going to try to be everything they possibly can that their clients deserve, and they're going to burn out. We didn't have any time to really work up cases. Which client is facing the most serious consequence or risk at this moment? That's going to get all of my attention.
And one of the things that I think I regularly see are just an incredible cadre of dedicated, client-centered, zealous lawyers who are just crushed by the weight of the work.
In 1973, the National Advisory Committee on Criminal Justice Standards and Goals issued the first public defense caseload standards. 150 felonies or 400 misdemeanors per lawyer per year. Almost immediately, the NAC standards were criticized. They didn't distinguish between a burglary and a homicide. They lacked any evidentiary basis. And because they wildly underestimated the amount of time it actually took an attorney to effectively defend a case.
Nobody actually knows what they were based on. Was there any empirical information about how long cases should take or how many cases a person can handle? And the answer seems to be no, not really. It's not about caseload, it's about workload. But there is value in having a study that takes everything that has been learned over the last couple of decades about workload and putting it all together with expertise to say, here's a revised national standard.
50 years later, the National Public Defense Workload Study set new national workload standards. Unlike the NAC standards, the NPDWS addresses the tasks and the hours needed to provide reasonably effective assistance of counsel to every client.
This study and these standards allow us to turn back and focus on our clients, right? Even more, right? Our metrics now that we're looking at is, how am I meeting my obligations to you?
This is such a light years improvement. This is the first of its kind we've had, and it's so useful.
And it was particularly important because there was this 1970s outdated national standard that everybody was using that everyone recognized was wrong.
This toolkit is exactly what is the information and the guidance that the experts provided us at that time.
The thing about this tool, it provides really strong evidence to prove what you already knew to be true.